We started this week a new book in the Torah, the fourth book of the Torah, the book of Numbers, which in Hebrew is called Bamidbar, the book of the wilderness. We entered now, today, the new month, or last night, we entered the new month of Sivan. Today we ended the first day of Sivan, and in 4 days, Tuesday night, we will be celebrating the holiday of Shavuot, the holiday of receiving the Torah. And it happens that in most years, the reading of Parashat Bamidbar in the wilderness, the opening parasha of the book of Numbers, vast majority of years it happens right before Shavuot. And so the sages in the Talmud ask why the Torah was given in the wilderness. Why do we read this parasha always before Shavuot to remind ourselves about the fact that the Torah was given in the wilderness? And the Talmud answers, because when we make ourselves like the wilderness, which is open and free to all, then Torah, which is wisdom and guidance and instruction, are given to us as a gift. It's written in the Torah, Mimidbar matana, from the wilderness a gift. If we make ourselves like the wilderness, open and free, then we make ourselves open to receive the gift of Torah. What does it mean? When we make ourselves open in our minds and in our hearts, when we take out the blinders, the preconceptions, the fixed ideas, the boxes in which we live, in which we think, in which we act, when we break all of that and are willing to make ourselves open to receive something new, something creative, something that will challenge us, then we are deserving of Torah. Hasidic masters ask the same question: why was the Torah given in the wilderness? And they say because we merit receiving Torah when we make ourselves like the wilderness, meaning when we become humble, when we have a measure of humility, we have no reason for pride. When we are bare and lacking all, like in the wilderness, or like the wilderness, then we can receive Torah. Yes, the wilderness is open, but it's also bare. There are no great forests, there are no great lakes, or amazing peaks. There are mountains, but not these amazing peaks you see in the Alps, or the Andes, or other places, or the Himalayas. There's nothing of that kind. It's humble. It's a lowly place. When we can make ourselves humble, not pretend that we know it all, that we have it all, that we want it all, but we can just release the pride, release the power, release all the things that we think we know so well. In that humility, we can receive Torah. So there's humility and there's openness. And that's what we have to exercise before coming to Shavuot, to try to get a measure of Torah that will guide us in the year ahead. Because each year, the Hasidic teachers say, we receive a new Torah, we receive new insight that is meant to accompany us and guide us and instruct us, and that will open for us as we walk on the path of this Shavuot until next Shavuot. It's not the old Torah, it's a new Torah. It's the old Torah, but it's a new reformulation, if you will, of the Torah that will be meant for us to navigate the challenges and the difficulties of the year ahead. Now, it's not only that the desert is open and bare and humble, but in the book of Bamidbar, which is the narrative of 38 years, of the 40 years of the wandering in the wilderness. The book of Numbers, Bamidbar, contains 38 years. The book of Leviticus is 1 month. The book of Numbers is 38 years. And in these 38 years, there's endless wandering and meandering. There's strife and there's frustration. There's complaints and lamentations, and there's hunger and there's thirst. There's skepticism, there's faithlessness. Our people experience all these things. It's not that simple. It's filled with all of these very intense feelings and experiences and plagues and wars and death. That's also in the wilderness. That's also more like our wilderness. The wilderness we're going through right now in our lives, in the world, the meandering and the wandering. We don't know where we're going. Where are we going? Where will this all end? The strife, the frustration, the complaints. We're complaining all the time because life is really hard. Many of us personally are blessed, but I'm talking collectively, humanity, Jews, Palestinians. Think about it. Life is hard. There's thirst, and not just, of course there are people who are thirsty and hungry, and we know that. But there's thirst and hunger for wisdom, for knowledge, for spiritual fulfillment. That too is the wilderness. And when we are in that place, a great teacher, Erica Brown, says, it is humanity's desire to put order in the chaos. And that also leads us to Torah. When we want to be able to bring healing, to bring order to this situation in which we live, to surpass ourselves, not to rest, but to surpass, to strive, to come together, to put our minds together, our wisdom together, our hearts together, to try to bring order in this wilderness also, we can get Torah. So these are a few thoughts, 4 days before Shavuot, about openness, about humility, and about our capacity to bring some order and some healing into the chaos, and hopefully receive some wisdom that will get us into more of a promised land than the wilderness in which we find ourselves. I hope everybody will have a joyful and meaningful and insightful Shavuot beginning on Tuesday night.